Assalamu alaikum. 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Chairman NDMA today apprised the Prime Minister about measures taken to cope with any emergency situation in monsoon. Germany will provide over 22 million euros financial assistance to Pakistan for power sector. United States says it is time to build upon successful meeting of Prime Minister Imran Khan and US President Donald Trump. China has supported constructive role of international community, including the United States, in bringing improvement in Pakistan-India relations through dialogue. Palestinian president has announced to suspend all agreements with Israel. Fast bowler Mohammad Amir has announced retirement from Test cricket. And before the detail of the news, we take you now live to listen to the speech of Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Firdaus Ashik Awan.
जहां जहां इस किस्म की कारस्तानियां हुई हैं वो प्रोब करे और हकायक के मुताबिक कार्रवाई करे, क्योंकि नाउ इट्स द टाइम कि इनसे ये पैसा वापस लिया जाए। कौम अब ये जानना चाहती है कि ये तमाम जो हकायक सामने आते हैं उसके बाद इनसे रिकवरी का अमल जो है वो कहां जाकर रुक जाता है। तो कैबिनेट ने ये फैसला किया है कि ये पैसे रिकवर भी होंगे, रिट्रीव भी होंगे और इनको ये बिल भेजे जाएंगे।
You were just listening to the speech of a Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Firdaus Ashik Awan. And now the news in detail. Meanwhile, Chairman Disaster National Management Authority, Lieutenant General Mohammad Afzal, called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today. He apprised the Prime Minister about the preparatory measures to guard against any emergency situation arising due to monsoon spell in the country. Meanwhile, MPA Ghazan Khan and ex-MNA Gigi Jamal called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and announced to join Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. They expressed full confidence in the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan. Chief Minister Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Mahmood Khan was also present at the meeting. Germany will provide financial assistance worth 22.4 million euros to Pakistan to support existing projects in renewable energies, better grid connections, and improved access to financial services. An agreement to this effect was signed in Islamabad today under the Pakistan-Germany Development Program. Secretary Economic Affairs Division Noor Ahmed and Charge d'Affaires of the German Embassy, Dr. Jens Jokisch, signed the document on behalf of their respective organizations. Speaking on the occasion, Federal Minister for Economic Affairs Hamad Azhar said the financial assistance from Germany will support key priority sectors of the government like renewable energy, social health protection, and access to financial services. He said the government of Pakistan honors and appreciates financial cooperation from Germany and looks forward to strengthen bilateral relations in future, specifically after the agreement of the government to government negotiations in September this year. International Monetary Fund has appreciated Pakistan's resolve to stabilize and revive the economy. The sentiments were expressed by executive directors of the IMF from G7 countries during their interaction with the advisor on finance, Dr. Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, and Governor State Bank of Pakistan, Raza Bakir, in Washington. They also hailed the government's focus on social safety programs for the vulnerable segments and measures taken for curtailing expenditure and broadening of the tax base in recent budget. The advisor on finance and the Governor State Bank apprised the executive directors of the IMF about the ongoing reform process under the IMF program in Pakistan and the government's strong commitment to its successful implementation. U.S. State Department says it is time to build upon the successful meeting of Prime Minister Imran Khan and U.S. President Donald Trump. During a media briefing in Washington, the U.S. State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus said a number of important issues were discussed during Prime Minister Imran Khan's meetings with the U.S. President Donald Trump and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. She said, "We are committed for peace in Afghanistan." China says it supports the constructive role of the international community, including the United States, for bringing improvement in Pakistan-India relations through dialogue. This was stated by Chinese Foreign Office spokesperson Hua Chunying at the regular press briefing in Beijing. The spokesperson expressed the hope that Pakistan and India can peacefully settle the Kashmir issue and other bilateral disputes through dialogue to safeguard peace and stability in South Asia. Minister for Human Rights Chiri Mazari says the government is doing effective legislation to stop domestic violence in the country. Addressing a ceremony in Islamabad, she said cooperation of international human rights organizations will be welcomed to improve the rights of women and children in Pakistan. She said positive change can be brought by public-private partnership to improve human rights situation in the country. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Chairman National Accountability Bureau, Justice retired Javed Iqbal, says the Bureau is committed to take the mega corruption cases to their logical conclusion to make Pakistan corruption-free. Chairing a meeting to review the fortnightly performance of regional bureaus and prosecution wing in Islamabad, he said NAB filed 600 corruption references in the relevant courts during the last 1 year. He said NAB is imparting training to its investigation officers and prosecutors on priority basis in order to improve their efficiency. The chairman NAB said training of investigation officers and prosecutors is yielding positive results. The meeting was informed that in order to expedite the hearing of cases, 10-month time has been fixed to complete the process of scrutiny of complaints, inquiry, investigations, and filing cases in the accountability courts. In occupied Kashmir, senior APHC leaders and chairman of Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir, Mohammad Ashraf Sehrai, has appealed to world human rights organizations to play their role in release of illegally detained Kashmiri Hurriyat leaders and activists languishing in different jails. In a statement issued in Srinagar, Sehrai said occupation authorities are deliberately prolonging the illegal detention of Hurriyat leaders to victimize them for their political beliefs, which is a blatant human rights violation. He strongly condemned the authorities for not releasing the party leader Saeed Imtiaz Haider despite the court orders. In Afghanistan, 2 security forces members, including acting police chief of Khogyani district in the central province of Ghazni, have been killed in a Taliban attack. In a statement, provincial police said incident occurred when a group of Taliban fighters stormed police headquarters in the district. The statement said 4 Taliban militants have also been killed in the attack. Meanwhile, in a separate incident, 10 Taliban militants have been killed in Afghan Special Forces operation in Karabakh district of Ghazni. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has announced to suspend all agreements with Israel. The decision came in the wake of demolition of several Palestinian buildings by Israel in Surbahar village in East Jerusalem. During a speech in Ramallah, Mahmoud Abbas described it as an act of ethnic cleansing. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has expressed willingness to hold talks with Iran. Answering a question in an interview on the resumption of dialogue with Tehran, he said he would welcome the chance to speak directly to the Iranian people. The relationship between the two countries has come under increased strain following attacks on oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz off the coast of Iran. He further stressed on Japan, Britain, and other nations to join a maritime force to guard oil tankers sailing through the Strait of Hormuz. Fast bowler Mohammad Amir has announced his retirement from Test cricket with immediate effect. In a statement, Mohammad Amir said that Pakistan boasting some very exciting young bowlers, so it is appropriate for him to call on my time in Test cricket. However, Mohammad Amir will be available for one-day and T20 cricket format. He further expressed resolve that he would try his best to show best performance in the ICC T20 World Cup. Weather. Widespread rains and wind thunderstorms are expected in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Malakand, Hazara, Peshawar, Mardan divisions, Northeast Punjab, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Lahore divisions, Islamabad, and Kashmir during the next 12 hours, while at scattered places in Kohat, Bannu, DI Khan, Sargoda, Faisalabad, DG Khan, Multan, Sahibal, Job, Sibbi, Kallat, Nasirabad divisions, and Gilgit-Baltistan. Heavy to very heavy falls are also expected at isolated places during the period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.